I'm glad you're not reading this
Oh
one.
my God.
Okay, I'm scared. Okay. I'm not usually like this.
I know. I love it.
I pointed up and was like, I love that scary decoration of the man hanging from the banister. We both gasped. Probably just like that. Hi, Caitlin.
Hi, Cassie.
Hi, creepy people.
Hello.
If you're new to our creepy little corner of the world, this is little P&W Haunts and Homicides.
Everything's little today.
Yeah, where we chat about true crime, a little paranormal,
Little stories of little things.
little spooky stuff, creepy stuff, little and big stuff in the Pacific Northwest.
You know, P&W, if you're nasty.
And we know that you're nasty.
Yeah.
Because you came here.
Because you're here.
If you're not nasty, you might want to step out.
You may have chosen the wrong locale. We also do a tarot reading at the end of every episode for a little bit of deeper insight into our topic.
Sometimes an oracle reading. I think that's what we might do today.
Oh, really?
I want to play with the mushroom oracle deck that you got me.
Ooh, that does seem fitting.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I like to do oracle for Creepy People Chronicles.
The CPC.
Which is what this is.
Oh, I'm so excited.
We got some stories, y'all.
We got actually multiple.
Multiple.
Yes. And this person DM'd and said, I'm really sorry if Caitlin accidentally reads this email before you guys talk about it on the show.
There was a lot of warnings. So if you missed all of the red flags, then I don't know what to say.
I know. I was like, I didn't miss it in the subject line. And even if I was curious, I feel like there were probably more warnings in the email itself. Yeah. They did their due diligence. They DM'd us too, though. They were like, really, though, I've got to stop her.
That's so cute.
I know.
I love it. So I assume we do have permission to read it on air.
I haven't read the email.
Well, me neither. So I guess we'll find out.
Guess we're going to find out.
If you email us, okay, I guess we'll decide from the title. But before we go into that story that we got emailed to us at pnwhauntsandhomicides@gmail.com.
Ooh.
I have a story. I had the best morning ever.
Yeah, where were you, Cassie?
I was at the cemetery.
What?
I went to Lone Fir Cemetery, which we've talked about episodes back.
Yeah.
I don't know how many.
Number
that one. We'll probably link it. So anyway, I went to Lone Fir because I've never been. I've been wanting to go forever, like forever and ever.
It looks really pretty.
Like why I live in the area. Why haven't I not
You're like,
gone?
I live in the area.
In the area. Thereabouts. Anyway, I've never gone. So I went to help clean headstones. So they do in the summertime, they do headstone cleaning workshops. It's like every couple Saturdays. I don't know the schedule, but it's on the website. This is the only one I could make because Saturday is our recording day.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just hard to get out and do things. We had a bunch of shit to do. So
we have so much shit to do.
And the next one, yeah, I won't be able to make it either.
We won't be able to make it.
And that's the last one for the season. So if you want to go look up. There's one more in September. I learned all about it. It's not that hard. You just like pour a bunch of water on and gently scrub. So I cleaned like 3 little ground ones and then 2 bigger ones.
Okay.
I have pictures if anyone wants them. I'll send them to you personally, each one of you individually.
I mean, I feel like some of those might make it into the socials
for sure.
Yeah.
So after we were done cleaning, I did talk to the head volunteer. I think she does like most of the communications.
Oh,
and she said that she could probably get someone to come on the podcast and talk to us about things
Really?
Yeah, because I like to
Mm.
verify my information.
Hell
I
yeah.
did pretty much get all of my information from like a loan for type site.
Yeah.
So I think everything was good, except for one thing we'll talk about.
Oh,
I'm not sure.
okay.
I should have listened to the episode and like reviewed it, but I
Yeah.
didn't. So after we're done, I wanted to go naturally check out all of the headstones that we talked about. So I went and found. Oh God, it's thunder. We're gonna have a thunderstorm today. It was supposed to come later.
That's real?
That was terrifying. Yeah, that's real.
I'm really
It was
glad
really
that I
close.
went potty before we started.
I bet the microphones picked that up.
Oh my God.
I saw
I
your
was like,
face.
I thought,
Mm,
you know how like
mhm.
sometimes when we do like a thumbs up accidentally
Yeah.
or,
Yeah, that was really close. Fuck.
oh my God. That was like when
Yikes.
we were in McMinnville for the
Eesh.
batch.
Oh, yeah. Well, it looks like it's lasting a couple hours now. So I'm glad I kind
Fuck.
of. How do I get so calm in these situations? It'll just add to the drama of the episode.
Yeah, I feel like if you couldn't see my face, you'd probably think that I was just normal. I think it's my face.
Her face just gives it away.
You know, some people have resting bitch face and mine just has like zero chill face. You know what I mean? Like every thought, every feeling, it's just like, wow.
I'm interested to see my face because
Yeah.
I feel like I didn't have a reaction, but I might have. I think I jumped a
I
little
don't
bit.
think
I don't
so.
know.
I think that's why I immediately look to you because I think sometimes I'm like, well, I don't trust myself because I'm a hot dummy. But I go and I'm like looking around like, did anybody else hear that?
Did
What
you hear
was
that too? Was that just me?
Should I be scared? And you're just like, you honestly, I think your face was like, I thought, I don't know if she heard that. Was that just in my headphones? Okay. Well,
Yeah.
at least now I know I'm not like hallucinating lightning and thunder.
Yeah, no, you're not. Unless I am too. And also the weather app.
Oh, a shared hallucination though.
Ooh,
That
the
would be cool.
world. Yeah, I'm glad I kept an eye on the weather because I was going to clean
Oh.
headstones, even though I would have gone in the rain. I was like,
Yeah.
ooh, thunderstorms tonight. And so that's the only reason it was already in my brain is like thunderstorms were coming today.
Wow.
And they just came a little early. So.
Yeah.
Okay, nature, can I get through my fucking story? This was supposed to
No.
be quick.
No, both man and nature are against you.
Seriously. Ay, where even was I?
Who knows?
So I wanted to walk around and look at all the headstones. It's not like a huge cemetery, but it's pretty
Okay.
good size. So I got a little couple steps in today.
Good. Get your steps.
So I went and looked at the very creepy one of the husband and wife who are carved into the. Do you need a refresher? Oh, I sent it to you. It was the one I took a selfie with and sent it to you earlier.
I think I just was like, oh, look, Cassie, so cute.
I'll show you the kind of far one. Remember those guys?
Oh, yes. Yes, I do.
Their names.
I don't know why, but that is just so creepy to me. Like, it's actually very sweet and it's objectively
So
like kind of
sweet.
cute, but it's also really creepy. It's
Yeah.
creepy cute.
It is
you know?
creepy cute. I think we said that in the original episode, maybe.
Probably. Yeah.
That is Elizabeth and James Stevens. And they had the cool quote on the back of like, we're here, we lie here by consent. And we were like, we need enthusiastic consent.
Oh, that's right. I do remember that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and they use the word sojourning and yeah.
I love a good sojourn.
If you're curious about the quote, go listen to the original episode.
That's right.
So I visited them. I went to Emor Stevens, which was like the first person buried there. He's right next to them.
Wow.
I went to the McClay mausoleum, the big castle-y looking one. I saw the Hawthorne monument.
Wow. That's my mind is blown. I know we talked about this and I've probably seen a lot of these pictures Not your pictures,
Not
but
my
some
pictures.
exactly. Not your pictures. But those are just like they're just remarkable. I mean, that it's just like it's mind blowing
cool
to me. I don't know why.
And it's kind of sad because they're all falling apart. Like the Bodler brothers, I found theirs and it's still not put back together from the roof caving in. And then so the one I really wanted to see was Ada. I don't know if you remember, she was the one with the angel statue that had been stolen. And I can't remember if I had said they found it and returned it or if it was still in storage because
I think it was still in storage.
Okay, because it's definitely not there. And it made me so sad. So this is little Ada's. There's only a foot of the angel left.
Oh. God,
and you
people
can
suck.
Barely read her name. Like this is all zoomed in.
Oh.
And we weren't in that area cleaning stones really. So, and I didn't know where it was. I went and found it afterwards. But I really want to go back and like give her a little scrub down.
Yeah.
But like the angel's not there. It's so sad.
Yeah.
And then I found Playball, Julius Caesar's misspelled headstone.
Wow, his looks like it's in pretty good shape.
I think it was cleaned recently.
Okay.
Yeah. I feel like maybe someone comes by to take care of it. I don't know.
Huh.
They have a little rose garden there with like bird baths and stuff.
Oh, that's cute.
And super interesting. So I had my ghost tube on while I was walking around. And I had went to look at the roses and stuff. And then I went and found Ada's. And then when I was walking away, like leaving, and the ghost tube said rose. And I was like, oh yeah, I was just over at the roses. And then it fucking said like angel and play with me. And I was like, no shit. I like got the chills.
I have the chills right now.
And then I was walking away and I was like, okay, I'm leaving. And it said goodbye. And then it said, don't leave. And I was like, okay. And then that's kind of what reminded me to like say, okay, you have to stay here. I will come back and visit. Everyone stay behind the gates. Like, do not follow me home.
Sickles.
But I felt bad. So I was like, next time, maybe I want to spend a little more time there. I don't know, maybe bring some toys or something and hang out with her. Anyone want to go with me? Caitlin? It's like it's just like a park, like have a picnic.
It's like a park for dead people.
I know you won't go.
Oh God. No, I don't know what it is, but I have always, like from a very, very young age, I have always been very uneasy, if not truly.
Yeah.
It runs the gamut. Sometimes I'm truly terrified.
We talked about it, I think, because you can like feel the things.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whereas I can like kind of block it out. So
yeah,
it makes sense. It makes sense.
We've talked about it. You're too thirsty.
I'm not the only one who enjoys cemeteries, okay? Because I met someone famous.
Ooh.
I met the squirrel guy Rando.
Wait.
And he said he's the famous squirrel guy of Lone Fir Cemetery.
Stop it.
He was sitting there. He has friends. So he like names them. He brings little peanuts and they know him. They come running to him. He's like, they're my best friends. He has crow friends too.
Oh.
I'm just like, bro, this is where I'm headed. I'm going to be the squirrel guy Rando at the cemetery someday.
I love that.
I know, it was very sweet. I bothered him for a little bit and he told me some stories and told me about him just loving to sit there and
hanging
look
out
at squirrels and how this place is so peaceful. And I was like, yeah, I agree with you. I love it here.
Doing squirrel guy stuff.
Yeah. So that was cool. And I also met someone who was doing the cleaning of the stones too. I think her name was Victoria. If I have that wrong, I apologize. I really tried to remember your name. But she heard me talking about the podcast, was interested. And then I was telling her about like, I'm going to Block 14 to go check that out. And she's like, oh, what's that? And I was like, I'll tell you. And we went over there. So we checked out Block
Oh.
14. There's been no construction yet. It's still ongoing, but I think you can vote on the designs now for the memorial garden.
Oh, okay.
Someone else came by and saw us looking at the sign and said that you can vote on designs. So if anyone's interested in that, I'll link it. Hopefully I can find it.
Yeah.
Because that would be cool. So that means hopefully it's like would start soon.
Yeah.
It's exciting. It's also very eerie.
Okay.
Because there's signs on the fence. I should pull it up.
I was going to say, I mean, I could have told you that.
Well, so there's like a sign on the fence because it's fenced off and it says burial area, please stay outside chain.
Oh.
So it is kind of like eerie when you walk by all of those signs that are like, this is a burial area. Don't disrespect it even further than it already has been.
Seriously, like just don't be a dick.
Yeah. So it was cool seeing all of those things, meeting so many different people. Oh, and I signed up to, they have nature journaling.
Oh,
so you go,
cute.
It reminds me of outdoor school because we would go and like journal and like sit in the nature. And I signed up for one of those. I'm excited to go to that. And we're going to talk about our email from Jeannie.
Ooh.
Okay, so title is Spooky People Chronicles. She changed the name, I guess.
Okay.
Maybe we'll just officially change it to Spooky People Chronicles.
I mean, we're open to suggestions.
Creepy, spooky, same thing. Also, second part of the title says Caitlin trigger warning.
Great.
In the title.
Should I just get my feet up here?
Yep. Get them up there.
All right.
Get all of them up there. Are they all nice and tight? Hello, Caitlin and Cassie. And I said it backwards. It says Cassie and Caitlin. For some reason, my brain likes to put you first. So that's what it did.
That's so funny because I feel like whenever I type it out, I'm like, well, I don't want it to always say Caitlin first. So I put your name first.
It is like alphabetically correct.
Mine?
Yeah. For yours to be first.
I guess technically
S is
that's
after
true.
I, so I think A, B. No, I'm just kidding.
Listen, we might have a power outage on our hands. We don't have time for the ABCs.
UG, H. Okay. Keep going. Avid listener, I love your podcast. Oh,
Yay.
Thank you. You are my commuting buddies. Thank you for the laughs, the scares, and the true crime entertainment.
I was wondering why I was so tired all the time. It's all the driving.
Yeah. So much driving.
Makes sense.
We're always en route.
We're on the go.
We're women on the go.
Yeah. I'm a busy business lady.
So now it says, Caitlin, stop reading. It's time for the 3 spooky happenings. There have been more, but these 3 wigged me out.
Okay.
So apparently, like this was for you if you got into the email for you to stop reading, but you're still going to have to sit here and listen to these stories coming from me.
A thunder and lightning storm.
Oh, gosh.
Honestly, I have been so jealous of other podcasts that I've listened to, and they live in like the Midwest and they have really frequent thunderstorms. And sometimes you can hear it in their audio. And I've been really jealous because I'm like, we've had so many like kind of weird, spooky things that we like. Our running joke now is pretty much like always be recording.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I want it. I want that thunderstorm audio.
So you manifested the storm is what you're saying.
I mean,
random summer storm in Oregon.
I haven't thought about this in months. This is not a recent thought that I've had.
Sometimes it takes time. Manifesting takes time, you guys. You don't know when it's going to happen.
I know, but don't you have to actively be
No. You set it and forget it. You manifest that shit and then you let it go and you don't think about it and then it comes true. So you did what you were supposed to do and it worked. This is just like proof.
I cannot believe how loud it is. I'm going to be so disappointed if the mics are for some reason
that loud. I don't think it'll pick this up. Maybe a little.
Yeah, not like that first. That first one was like a clap.
Oh, for sure. Okay.
Oh my gosh. Okay, back to it.
I just want a flashlight under my chin.
I know.
Story 1. When I was in high school, I stayed overnight at a new friend's house. We were like 14 or 15. It was in the 80s. Ooh, we were just talking about the 80s earlier.
Yeah.
The fashion.
The fashion.
We had gone to a soccer game and had pizza for dinner. Everything was fine. It has a bunch of E's at the end. Fine.
Listen, Jeannie, I don't believe you.
Not for a second.
No.
I got up the next morning and went downstairs to have breakfast. I could hear her mom in the kitchen and smell breakfast. Ooh, I can smell it right now.
I want it.
It was an old house. I knew they inherited it from a great aunt. Ugh, God, that's the dream.
My God.
When I got to the bottom of the stairs, I looked at the front sitting room. Are you ready?
No. I've never been less ready.
Can I just say I'm really impressed with my reading skills?
Yeah,
right
you're
now.
doing really good.
Thank you.
I would be so distracted right now because of the thunder. Obviously, I still am. I'm just not reading.
Just makes me a better reader, I think.
Oh, look at you.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
You ready for it?
I think.
Taylor. I should have brought the candle. Fuck.
Wait, the candle.
The Taylor candle.
Oh, the Taylor candle.
She'll make an appearance one day.
Yeah, she'll be in here.
There was a casket with an old lady in it, flowers and chairs set up in the living room of their house.
No, thank you.
This is like my dream. I would love to have a funeral home.
I think I'm going to have anxiety burps now.
You see what you do to her, people? Keep them coming.
Honestly, the timing of this is like just too much. Because number one, okay, you're out there cleaning gravestones today, and this is like about, and then
how big is my smile right now? Like I'm living today. I'm so happy. Do we need to stop? Do we need to stop for the day and just like give Caitlin a little rest?
You think you're going to traumatize me twice? Oh, I think not.
Okay, so it's kind of like they have a funeral home, I guess. Okay. But we'll see. I could smell the flowers heavy in the air. I panicked and ran into the kitchen to my friend's mom. I was like, if I knew you were having a funeral or a wake in the house today, I would never have stayed.
Yeah.
Legit.
Yeah.
I was kind of wondering that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I didn't know. Maybe I should go home. Sorry. I wasn't done reading your sentence. It seems like you're like panic talking all of the like just spilling. I'm sorry. I saw this thing. I gotta go home. I was really upset and agitated is what it says.
Yeah. No, it's a real Caitlin energy. She's a Caitlin shaped hole out the wall.
Her mom was like, what did you see? I told her.
Wait, why do you need her to describe it? Are you not seeing the lady with the casket? Are you not that whole situation?
I think it's sinking in. Okay, so she told her. She looked at me and said, there hasn't been a funeral or wake in this house since my great aunt died. Ooh, and the thunder.
I know. Oh my God.
Thunder rolls.
I was.
And the lightning strikes.
Another love goes cold.
Hit it.
Okay. Anyways.
We're just trying to make this uncomfortable situation better by laughing.
Yeah. Let's make it more comfortable by being so uncomfortable.
So Jeannie says, my friend wasn't even born at the time. She said, close your eyes and tell me everything you saw. I told her it all. We walked together into the sitting room. There was no casket and no flowers. The room was as it had been the night before, totally normal. She showed me 2 different pictures of elderly ladies and asked me which one I saw. I immediately pointed to one, which was the great aunt, who had been dead for 20 years.
Okay, well, that's not how a proper lineup works, but I'll allow it.
Oh.
Although apparently not everyone will.
Yeah, I think you need like at least 4 people in the lineup, right?
Well, and you're not supposed to say which one of these
Right.
was
Yes.
it.
Also, I totally made up the 4 thing.
It's way too suggestive.
My grandma was half Native American and knew about the things I saw or knew. She told me not to tell the normal people or my brother because it would scare them, which is, I think that a lot of the times too. We can't tell the normal people this stuff.
Yeah.
The normies. This happened in northern New England.
Oh.
So there was the first one. You ladies okay? Caitlin, you okay? I'm fine.
I mean, the weather seems really upset about this story. That's all.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh my God.
That's my concern.
Are you an X-Men? Are you Storm? Your emotions are just causing storms. That's what she did, right?
I think so. That sounds right.
What was her name, right? Halle Berry?
Yeah, Halle Berry. You know, when Halle Berry was a weather witch.
Yes. So it says, you ladies okay? I was not okay at the time and never slept over at that house again.
Yeah. Yeah, I bet.
Nope. Get more wine. Caitlin, breathe.
Oh.
Cheers.
Forgot I was
Storm Witch.
Yeah. Woo.
Okay, so I have a little theory. I don't know if she was necessarily seeing a ghost or, just like an imprint of the past.
Yeah.
Like the residual that we talked about.
I was just going to say, do they call that residual, like a residual memory?
Yeah, because I feel like it's not really a haunting. I don't know if other people in the house, maybe they do see it on a regular basis.
I mean,
they seem kind of surprised.
The way that the mom reacted makes me think that maybe she did.
Maybe she did?
Like maybe she's seen it before.
Oh, yeah, because she was just like, okay, tell me what you saw. Like, I'm used to this.
Yeah.
It's either that she was seeing like a residual type thing or she just like casually like slipped into a time warp.
Okay. Quick. Yeah.
She just like walked into like a little ripple in time.
Yeah.
Saw the past.
Yeah.
And then walked back out.
Just, as one does before breakfast.
Yeah. Those were my theories. Did you have any?
No. I mean, those would have been kind of my theories.
Yeah. You're like, my theory is to immediately forget everything I know. That's the theory.
No. I mean, I was very much thinking that's got to be like a residual memory. I don't know. My head didn't really go to like a time warp situation. But
I also wonder if this house if it was like a funeral home or if they just did some of their families
like the wakes
at the houses.
Yeah.
I'm curious to know. I don't know if you know that information since you never like stayed there again and you probably weren't one to like keep asking more questions.
Yeah. She's like, that's
house.
All the information I need. Bye forever.
My Uber's here.
Yeah. Yeah. We've got something we're really excited to share with you guys.
Let's hear a few words from our new pod besties.
Do you love true crime and travel? Having traveled the world solo the last couple of years and being obsessed with true crime, I found myself researching others who took the same vacations but never made it home. The Last Trip is a true crime podcast covering missing and murdered people that were living their best lives on vacation. I'm your host, Jamie Beebe, and each week I'll bring you on The Last Trip, taking a deep dive into vacation culture and travel spots, tips on staying alive while traveling, and ultimately recreating someone's last days in paradise. What led to their last trip? What are the hard facts? What is the final outcome? And could you be next? David Snedden was a 24-year-old college student from Utah attending Mandarin classes in Beijing when he mysteriously disappeared while hiking Tiger Leaping Gorge. Chinese authorities said he drowned in the gorge, and U.S. authorities agreed, although his body was never found and his parents didn't believe that. 7 years later, out of the blue, they got a phone call from a former U.S. official who had evidence David is still alive. This case sounds like a Hollywood movie, but evidence doesn't lie. So where is David Snedden? Famous rugby player and Celebrity X Factor contestant Levi Davis went missing in Barcelona last year while on a backpacking trip through Europe. Just days before he vanished, he posted a 15-minute video to his Instagram account saying his life was in danger and people were after him. After he disappeared, several theories emerged. But what really happened to Levi Davis? Join me, Jamie Beebe, co-host of the popular true crime series Strictly Stalking, as I embark on a brand new adventure combining true crime and travel. Listen to The Last Trip wherever you get your podcasts.
Check them out, creepy people. You can find their info in our show notes. So, story 2. 2 of 3.
Oh my God, we're just getting to 2 out of 3.
Yep.
Okay.
Coastal North Carolina, 1994 or 1995.
Wait, isn't North Carolina like really haunted?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, what's it? Charlotte?
Okay.
Charlotte?
I think that sounds right.
It's like old.
Yeah. Savannah,
That's
Georgia is supposed to
but
be
it's close
like
to North Carolina.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
I've
I'm
been
sure
to
it's
Savannah. I just been to Savannah.
Yeah.
Like kind of through it. We didn't like really stop and do anything, but it was gorgeous.
That's what I would do as well.
Oh. I wanted to stop. Oh, the trees. Oh, the
It looks so
Spanish moss.
beautiful. Yeah.
Anyway.
I made one.
This was Coastal North Carolina, 1994 or 1995. 2 weeks before Halloween, I worked with this fun social butterfly of a guy, a real peach, Ed. Hey, Ed. We heard you're a peach. He asked me to help him take some things after work to a friend's house in the historic district of town for the Haunted Walks tour. I had wanted to see the inside of this house, and I had met his friend several times. We parked in the back and carried the stuff in. All was well, for now.
Okay, listen. We've already established that we don't believe you, but go on.
For now. We were in the kitchen in the back. His friend hugged me and thanked me. He was like, I'll give you a tour. Did Ed tell you my house is haunted? I was like, yes, he did. Did he tell you I'm a witch?
Oh my God.
And I laughed about it. I was joking a little. There was another lady there who was helping set things up for the tours. She was a medium and not in size.
Okay.
So medium, like psychic.
I mean,
like tucked to the dead.
Yeah. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
She was very watchful of me from the start.
Ooh. Interesting. Okay.
What did she know?
Too much.
We walked down the hall to the foyer, which had this cool staircase.
Ooh.
Was it like the Titanic staircase?
Seriously. That is the beginning of my Street of Dreams love. What?
Okay.
What?
I'm gonna.
What?
Maybe we shouldn't read the rest of it. I can do this. This whole thing is giving me like Hill House vibes. Okay.
I don't know what that means.
Oh, it's because it's too scary for you to watch.
Oh, fuck.
We walked down the hall to this foyer, which had this cool staircase. I pointed up and was, I think she meant to say I was like, okay.
You're talking like, is it?
Well, there's a missing word. I'm like you. I can't find brain things.
Oh my God. It's as if I'm reading this story.
I'm glad you're not reading this
Oh
one.
my God.
Okay. I'm scared. Okay. I'm not usually like this.
I know. I love it.
I pointed up and was like, I love that scary decoration of the man hanging from the banister. We both gasped. Probably just like that. They both. The medium walked to where I was standing. She said, do you like him? What was he wearing? I described this man in colonial style clothes, except he was in stocking feet.
Like he was not barefoot. He was like in his
stocking feet.
Yeah, that's what they didn't have socks.
Okay.
They had like stockings.
I said, did his shoes keep falling off the mannequin?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. And the end.
Yay!
Thank you, Jeannie. My friend Ed was quite pale and afraid. He's not peachy no more.
He's not a peach?
He's one of the white peaches. The pale ones.
They're tasty.
His friend gave a nervous laugh. The medium was like, okay, I want you to turn around and face the door. And then turn back around and look up. I did, and the hanging man was gone.
Gone.
Course.
I was like, this is just going to be exactly like that. Okay.
I asked who moved him. How did they do it so fast without me hearing or seeing them?
Mm-hmm.
Logical thing to ask.
Yeah, Jeannie, I have bad news about that.
The owner of the house said there was no mannequin hanging there. And then he said, I need a drink. Yeah. Take a drink.
Gonna need a refill.
We went into the sitting room. Not the sitting room. Sitting rooms are bad for you.
Yeah.
We went into the sitting room where he had a bar cart and he poured us all brandy.
Okay, take it back. Go to the sitting room.
Can I come over? I was all, I don't drink. And he was like, you need this.
Yeah, that's a real bummer in this situation. No judgment, but.
So let me tell you the backstory of this house. The original builder built this house and the one next door. They were shipping merchants. His son and his family lived in this house. The son was away for business and his wife and 2 children died of yellow fever. Is it hailing?
Yeah. Okay, we got to get a picture of this because
this is the weird Oregon weather that we speak of. So it was the original builder's son who lived in this house, and his son was away for business when his wife and 2 children died of yellow fever.
Oh my God, was he away on real business or
hope
like
so.
Fake business?
I hope it was real business.
Business.
But right when I was saying that is like when the hailstorm happened. Crazy.
Oh God.
They had to be buried before he returned home because of the heat. Oh, I mean, that makes sense. So he returned home from his business trip to learn that his family had died. He was destroyed by it. So he didn't even know until he got home. Oh my God.
By the way, your entire family is dead and we've already buried them.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I would be destroyed.
I can't.
His family was worried about his mind. So his sister and husband moved in with him while he was mourning.
That's good of them. I mean,
sweet. Probably
for the best.
No. I forgot the beginning of this and I just remembered.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh
no. On the night of his wife's birthday, after everyone had gone to bed, he went out in his stocking feet because he didn't want his sister
to hear him
or his sister or her husband to hear him.
Oh God.
And hung himself on the 3rd floor banister.
Broseph.
Shit. I blurted out, fuck me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair.
The medium was like, that's what you saw.
Yeah. No, it's okay. We're familiar with French.
Shit, dude. That's so sad.
That's awful. That poor man.
Like the birthday. That would be really hard.
So hard. That means her birthday was right around the corner. Like, I wonder if he planned his trip around her birthday. Like, to be home for her birthday.
Oh, yeah. I don't know how long after.
Yeah.
After this was.
Oh.
Yeah, it seems like it would be pretty close but I don't know. It could have been like almost a year later or whatever.
Yeah.
And
based on the thunderclaps, I'm going to say we're on to something. Woofda.
Now, you'd think after this, I would have left the building screaming.
Yeah.
I did fact check this story at a later date, and it was true. I did not leave. I finished the tour. I would finish.
Okay. My eye twitch has been activated, so sorry about it, but like this is what happens. Do you see?
She's twitching.
Oh God.
My friend Ed was like, I won't sleep over because I'm spooked by this house's vibe. We went upstairs and on one of the beds was a doll. Yes, a freaking doll. An old-fashioned porcelain doll. And I looked at my friend's friend and said, this spooky, beautiful house, of course, needs a haunted-looking doll on a bed.
It doesn't need that.
It
doesn't need
spooky
that.
houses need it. Yes, they do.
It's already haunted enough.
Oh, stop it. Oh, stop it. He looked at me and said, there is no doll on the bed. What? Okay, did not see that coming.
The only thing worse than a creepy doll is a creepy doll haunting.
Is it a ghost of the doll? Or I don't know. Oh my gosh. Okay. I didn't see that coming. I was like shocked. Shocked.
Honestly, I don't want to see that coming. I don't want to see it coming or going. That's where I'm at. Gonna plug my phone in case we lose power. It's not moving away from us.
I shit you not. When I looked back again, there was no damn doll on the bed.
Well, great. So now you are fine. Now everything is fine.
He said, I have 2 dolls in my room on a chest of drawers. When I saw those dolls, they were not the doll I saw. Okay, that's good.
Okay.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I looked at the medium and said, was his daughter's. Oh,
yeah.
I looked at the medium and said that was his daughter's room, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I feel like she is like flashing back into time.
Yeah.
Like having time warps.
And listen, this is a positive because otherwise we're looking at more of a Chucky situation, which is that's my true trigger.
So that
doll
better.
is just there because it was a little girl's room.
It was
that's
loved,
fine.
and she wanted her to see her beloved doll in room the way it was.
That's just like that. It's a old Mad TV sketch where he's like, "Look what I can do."
Yeah, old. Oh my god.
I mean, I've only seen that on reruns.
Stuart.
I'm basically a fetus. Stuart.
Stop.
Let me do it. Let me do it.
So the medium nodded yes to the question of, was it the daughter's room? At this point, I did not know the sex of these children, a girl and a boy. Then
there was more than one child?
Yeah, there was 2 children in the home.
Oh boy.
Yeah, his wife and children passed, it said. So
God.
God.
Okay.
That's awful.
Okay.
He then told me about what he hears at night, and he's seen some things. I've seen some things.
Yeah.
I was like, you need to get a colonial style porcelain doll and put it on the bed. And the medium said, see, I told you the same thing. So they both had told him. So she's like a medium too. Maybe that's part of her mediumship is she just sees it.
Yeah. Okay.
Interesting.
I mean, could your mediumship be that you just feel stuff?
Yeah, they're like
different
the clairs,
kinds?
like clairvoyant, clairaudience, like when you hear things.
Interesting.
The other ones, I don't know them off the top of my head.
I don't know. I don't know shit. I don't look into shit about shit because I'm scared of that shit.
Google the clairs. Mine is annoying because I just know things, and that's really annoying because I gaslight myself constantly. I trick myself and don't say that because it's like it's not true. Just like don't say it. And then someone else will say it and I'll be like, fuck, I was going to say that. And then no one's ever going to believe me.
Yeah.
I'm trying.
You're like suppressing it because you're like, I don't know. Is that a weird thing to say?
How would I ever know that?
Yeah. How could I possibly know that?
He heard boots walking in the halls, pacing.
I don't like that.
He had heard the noise of ropes creaking,
no.
Children laughing and also crying.
Also, no.
He saw multiple times this is Caitlin's word, a visage of a lady sitting in a chair looking out the window, holding the curtain open with her hand.
Oh.
I was like, there is 0 chance I'd live here or sleep over. Zip.
Yeah.
0.
That's fair. That's the appropriate response. Okay. I said nope several times, so I'm going to need everyone to drink.
Drink up. We did sit it out in his garden and have refreshments after all of this. I was invited back. I was like, nope.
Well, listen, them's the rules.
They do a candlelight Christmas tour as well. I want to go.
Okay, that does sound cool.
Yeah.
It does sound cool.
I was pretty done at this point, and then I'd had a headache.
Oh, no.
The medium said a cleansing prayer over me. I never went back to that house. Ever, never, ever. Get more wine. Thank you for the wine reminders.
Yeah, that's really helpful.
It is. Okay, so that's the end of that story.
Oh, my God.
All right, are you ready for Jeannie's third story?
Third time is a charm.
I was thinking that.
I think what they say.
We're psychic. I just
or
knew.
Just Irish.
Or I just literally say that
Yeah.
all of the time.
Yeah.
If you haven't noped right out yet, here we go. I am back in northern New England. It is early 1990s before we lived in North Carolina. My former mother-in-law's house was haunted, or so they claimed.
Mhm.
While I was dating my ex-husband, I didn't see or hear anything. The old basement was creepy.
Mhm. As they tend to be.
Yeah. Well, it gets creepier, this one.
Okay.
They
I'm gonna
showed
put my feet
me-
back up because now the thunder's going
Get
again.
'em. You're not going to like this.
Okay, great. I'm so excited. Yay for me. Don't make that face.
Hold on. This is crazy. Weird. Okay, this is weird. Okay. They showed me a stone they found that resembled a gravestone. We called him Mr. Smith.
Stop it. Stop it.
Do you want to know the name on one of the headstones I cleaned today? Take just like the wildest guess.
Well, it is the most common last name in the history of ever.
But still,
That's weird.
I cleaned a headstone that was Alfred Smith. Alfred
Alfred.
L. Smith. Mr. Smith.
Mr. Smith.
How did, I didn't read this. I didn't know I was going to be cleaning a Smith headstone.
I
We're literally
know.
talking about Mr. Smith's head. This is weird. I know it's a common name, but still.
Yeah. No, I mean, you're right. Because honestly, who could have predicted that we would be reading this story on the day that you went and cleaned
Yeah.
headstones? Because obviously, I don't read these in advance.
Yeah.
Because I'm only going to do this shit once.
Well, I mean, theoretically, I could have pre-read this
I
and
know.
then went, I'm going to find a Smith headstone.
I
But
know,
I
and-
didn't.
I know. Well, lately we've kind of been trying to do more of a cold read with them.
I like it better.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because then I'm surprised. I'm not an actress, okay? That was real surprise
I
and
know,
shock
yeah.
on my face, you guys.
No, didn't we already talk about how the feelings, they just happen on the face?
Okay. So anyway, we called him Mr. Smith. They said they moved it once out of the area and all sorts of bad things happened until they put it back in that area. It is a dirt and stone floor in that old corner of the basement.
Uh-huh.
It's typical of the area and original age of the house to have those kinds of floors, I guess.
It's very old.
The house had been extensively remodeled and added on to, so they could have built on over top of someone's grave and they could have not known,
No, they would never do that. Mm-mm.
Yeah, right? They would never.
That would
People
never
don't
happen.
do that.
That's not a thing.
They don't pave over grave stones and put up parking lots. Is that the song?
It's
Paved a cemetery and put up a
Paradise.
parking lot.
not. It has nothing to do with cemeteries. How dare you?
It does now. We had moved back to the area. I went down into the basement alone, which I hated,
Why?
to get a roast for her former mother-in-law.
MIL. MIL.
How about I said it wrong? Mother-in-law Mill, if you're nasty.
If you're nasty.
There is a creaky door at the top of the stairs, and the light switch is inside the door. I had to close the door at the top of the stairs behind me, which is unsettling.
Uh-huh.
I am digging around in the chest freezer looking for the roast when all of the overhead lights went out.
No.
How freaky would it be if the power went out right now?
Oh my God. Fucking divorce. Okay. I know, obviously, from context, this is your ex-husband.
Maybe this is why.
Yeah. She's like, divorce. Divorce. Too much bad energy.
Yeah.
Divorce.
The door at the top of the stairs never opened, and the other switch I could see. The house's power breaker was within my line of sight. I tried to reason out of why the overhead lights were out. I am holding the roast and holding the freezer open because it was the only light on down there. Oh,
okay.
So like prop the roast in the door.
Yeah. That's not going to be very much light.
If she freaking throws a roast at this ghost, I'm going to die. I'm going to die.
Is she going to throw a roast?
I don't know. I
at a
really
ghost?
hope so. I hope so. I'm trying to find my spot so I can keep reading.
Okay. But like, what if the ghost makes the roast like taste weird?
Like it goes through the ectoplasm and gets like ectoplasm taste on it?
Yeah, like it tastes like sulfur or some. Oh, that would be like a demon. But
yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Could be a demon in the basement.
Could be. That's a very demon-y place.
But if there was like a headstone down there, it's probably a person. Okay.
I don't know.
So she's holding this frozen roast.
Okay.
And the freezer open. She goes, lost my temper. I started yelling at Mr. Smith. If I break and fall my neck trying to get this light switch, my dying words will be, bury me next to Mr. Smith, and you will be stuck with me for all of eternity. The light suddenly came back on. So it worked. You just yell at him and tell him what's what.
Stop it.
That was funny.
Yeah.
Definitely first step. Tell the ghost what you want. They say again, the door to the stairs was never opened. So they went shaking out of the basement. But I now knew how to handle Mr. Smith.
I bet you did.
So did Angelina Jolie.
Shut the fuck up. Mr. and Mrs. Smith?
We're like on the same brain wave.
We actually just have the one brain. Like just one of us is borrowing half of it from time to time. Yeah. So
that's what happens.
Yeah.
I feel like I feel so dumb when I leave.
I was like, that's why sometimes when we're together, we're like,
because we know things. How did we know? I have several stories about that house and him. I am no longer part of that family, and the house was sold. I sure hope he's nice to the new owners.
Oh my God.
I should have left a little sticky note on the stone saying, like, don't move me. Just be firm with me. Tell me what you want. So she says, I did research on him. He was buried 2 towns away. He did survive the Civil War and lived for years after. But are you ready for this? The part of North Carolina where we ended up living for a time was the area where he fought and was stationed and possibly was a prisoner of war there.
Stop it.
Coincidence?
I don't know.
Not so sure.
Yeah, me either.
Have a creepy ass day. Big hugs, Jeannie. So was his name actually Smith, though? If you researched.
I don't know.
Mr. Smith. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah. That was super interesting.
Yeah.
Because you didn't see anything that time that like disappeared. It was.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah.
Like unless the lights were on the whole time and you just slipped into the past where there was no electricity.
That's like the fucking Twilight Zone. No, thank you.
What if that's what happened?
I don't.
You believed?
No, I don't.
It was just like anything you were touching went with you to the past.
Oh, thank you.
So like the freezer and the roast.
Nope. She's the one that DM'd me, just briefly as an aside. She said, hey, ladies, for a couple months on my Spotify, I couldn't see any new episodes. The absolute horror.
What the F?
I know. Today, I logged out and back in and saw all the episodes I need to catch up on. I was also following you and it said I wasn't. If you lost listeners, something weird happened.
Yeah. I think everyone's fucking with shit.
Yeah. Between the Apple shenanigans and then I was like, oh, I wasn't aware of the Spotify stuff being like this is crazy.
Yeah.
I had heard there had been some weird buggy stuff with Spotify around, I think, kind of a similar time frame, but holy fucking shit. She says, it didn't happen to others that I listened to. They're probably paying for that. Needless to say, you ladies will be my co-pilots for my commute.
Aww.
I can't wait to catch up. Thank you for all the episodes. Mwah!
Aww.
With a kissy face.
Thank you.
You know, in case we were like, what's mwah? Mwah. Gotta sound it out. And I'm a visual learner. I appreciate that you you appealed to all of the potential learning styles, essentially. She was like, I didn't touch you and say, moi. I guess that's the one, maybe.
It's COVID safe.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so I had responded and let her know. I was like, wow. Wasn't super aware that things were going awry with Spotify. So that's great. Tony the Tiger style.
All those festivals and things we did.
All the things that we did. Yep.
But we're meeting new people every day and telling them about our podcast. So.
Yeah.
And you are too.
It's true.
Right?
Do it. Please, for the love of God.
I would make heart hands, but I'm scared the computer will freeze.
I know. Yeah, we couldn't do it.
I'm traumatized.
We have to not use our hands. And so then this is about a week after the wedding. I got a DM from Jeannie saying, ladies, I sent you an email of 3 of my creepy stories. Make sure Caitlin doesn't read them first. I put a warning on them. Have some wine and buckle up. Big hugs. Keep staying spooky. Ghost emoji.
Aww.
And I said, haha, I saw it. Good thing I read the subject. So much wine. So excited to read them. Send us your address if you would like some stickers. And she did. I'm not going to read you her address.
She leaves that.
Yeah. Hello, you guys. True crime. Come on.
Yeah.
What kind of a host would I be?
So you can trust us with your address if you would like stickers for your stories. Just give us your address and we won't share it with people because we're that trustworthy.
We're so trustworthy.
We won't even sell it to like a mailing list company for money, that we're desperate
Honestly,
for.
we don't have enough of your addresses for it to be worth their time. One more thing I'm going to read that Jeannie said, when these things happened or happen, I used to be much more spooked and freaked out by it. Now I'm like, okay, what do you have to tell me? Because I hate to say you get used to it, but you sort of do. And there are a couple of emojis here. I'll normalize my trauma. Cheers, creepy people. And
you just get used to seeing dead people, you know?
Yeah, you just sort of do. You just sort of do.
I wish I did.
A little bit. I don't know. I haven't really seen a lot of dead people.
Yeah, I think feel them. You feel
Yeah.
them. I just know things.
I think I get some flashes. I think I get like the dark, like a shadowy presence in like the corner of your, in your peripheral. I almost texted you earlier because I was like, listen, I don't know if it's because you're at a cemetery today and like I can feel that. But like, I was just kidding when I said don't rush over because actually I'm starting to get real freaked out. Molly was barking.
Oh.
She was like barking off and on for like it started like kind of an isolated thing. And then about 10 minutes before I left to go to Trader Joe's, she got real barky. And it was just very sporadic.
Huh.
So I'd come out and be like, what the fuck? And she was also staring in a weird... She moved to a different spot and she was still staring off into the middle distance into a weird spot. And I was like, listen, I have had enough of your shit today. You are a literal bitch. Because I'm talking to my female dog. Also, she was being kind of a bitch. She was really freaking me out. I almost texted you like, are you ready to come over yet? Because actually, I'm getting kind of freaked out.
I'm wondering, like, I know it was way earlier, but I'm wondering if she was like sensing the electrical change in the air from like the storm coming.
You know, I
She's
didn't
getting a
really
little
think
antsy.
about that until now, but
Or it could have charged something up for her to see it.
also that, yeah.
And static electricity.
Honestly, before we even had like the thunder and
what the
lightning and
fuck?
hail.
Was there a bug on my head?
What?
Was there a bug on my head?
I don't think so.
I
Why?
said static electricity, and then I felt like my hair do this.
Wait, like that?
Like I felt like it went like that.
No, don't say that. Don't say that. Don't
Was that
say
on
that.
the camera? Taylin,
Okay,
show me.
we'll have to watch later. I don't want you to say that because I felt something. It was like I thought it was a thing, and then it turns out there was not a thing that I could see there, and it felt like a pull, like a grab. I don't want you to say things like that.
It happened. I don't know.
I know.
Sorry.
I know, because it happened.
It was
to me.
probably just I had a hair sticking up and it moved. It probably just fell down. I'm sure that's what happened.
I'm sure that's what it was.
Yeah.
That's probably what it was.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Should we take a break and go do tarot? Because I'm about to pee myself.
Yeah, let's go do that.
Especially now.
Okay.
So we're using the Mushroom Spirit Oracle deck that Caitlin got me for my birthday.
For your birthday?
Yeah. I was like, what was the most recent
Yeah,
holiday?
Like, why are we celebrating a thing?
Do we need a reason to celebrate me though? You know?
No.
But yeah.
Oh.
Okay, did you think about the creepy stories? The 3 creepy stories?
Totally. Blue pink gill. Okay. Do you have your mushroomy interpretation? It's number 18, it looks like.
Okay. We have a little mini tarot card sitting here, which is what we put in our thank you cards for the Patreon.
Okay, I have no idea how to pronounce the scientific name.
That's fine.
Of this mushroom. I would say Entoloma hoxteria.
Llamas and hawks.
Yep, llamas and hawks. It is a blue pink gill, and I think this counts as our keyword. It's listed as a rarity. Mm-hmm. It's also inedible and poisonous.
Yeah, rarity is the word that's on the card.
Yeah.
So you said inedible and poisonous?
Yes.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. You would think that's like redundant, but
yeah. Poisonous equals inedible. I don't.
But you know what? Technically, this is poison too. So
okay, yeah,
you know,
you're right.
I don't know. Everything is a spectrum.
Mushroom science.
Mushroom science.
So what does it say?
Featuring on the New Zealand $50 note is the blue pink gill, a small blue mushroom native to the country. It can be found in forests throughout New Zealand, residing among the leaf litter of broadleaf or podocarp trees.
Oh.
With such a distinctive cobalt blue, it is truly a sight to see.
Oh. Wow, she was seeing a lot of sights to see in her story.
She was. Blue in nature is a rare sight, and blue pigment even rarer.
Yeah.
Rural jabber. Plants don't normally exhibit blue in nature and generally have no blue pigment in them to create the blue color.
Oh.
The color is created by their structure, which reflects the blue light wave, giving the impression it is blue. Blue pink gill, on the other hand, actually has 3 azulene pigments that make up its stunning color.
Oh. Wow.
A lot of blue
is an illusion.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry. I was thinking like a lot of blue things are like an illusion, it was saying.
Yeah.
And this one is actually blue.
It actually has blue pigment. Yeah.
That's very interesting because the her seeing these visions of things, it's like we were like, is it an illusion? Is it just like, is it actually there, or is she like seeing an illusion?
Okay, this is really interesting though. Scientists are not sure why the mushroom needs to be blue, but generally everything has a reason.
Oh,
It seems this mushroom has chosen blue for a reason we are yet to determine, much like why any of the things in these 3 stories.
yeah. It made me think of like the rarity of being blue is kind of the rarity of this gift. Like
Yeah.
a gift that she has, you know?
Yeah.
She's used to it now, so maybe she can refer to it as a gift. I don't know how you feel about it.
Yeah.
Like it's
I think
not
so.
common, and even like seeing stuff like that is even less common, I feel like.
Oh, yeah. I definitely agree.
But maybe there's a reason for it.
Maybe there's a reason.
So you could write a story.
Yeah. Yay!
You're welcome.
These were good ones, though. Very, very good. It may be that herbivores are not attracted to blue and therefore leave the mushrooms alone, but there may be other reasons. It's true, though, because, I mean, any herbivore that's eating all of these plants that are stereotypically green all day long, they're going to look at something that's blue and go, yeah, I don't know if I should put that in my mouth.
Yeah. It is also poisonous though, right? So are
It
they
is.
looking out for these other creatures too?
Um,
Like, hey, don't eat me, I'm poison. Also, like, don't kill me.
yeah, I mean, that is a protective element of the plant, I think. Yeah.
Which came first, the blue or the poison?
I don't know. Interesting. Okay, card meaning. Being a rarity doesn't necessarily mean that people fail to notice you. In fact, it can be quite the opposite, as seen in the blue-pink gill. Standing out can be beautiful when you look different from everything around you,
Aww.
or when you see everything
Yeah.
different around you. Everyone serves a purpose, even if you don't understand what it is yet.
Wow.
Your purpose may be big, it may be small, but size doesn't equate to bigger and better. That's right.
That's
It's the
true.
motion of the ocean, as we all know. The simple act of seeing the beauty in what is in front of you has an effect on the larger scale. Do you know what your purpose is? Do you see the beauty in your rarity?
Do you, Jeannie? We do, obviously.
Yeah.
We think it's really cool. Very terrifying experiences that you had, though.
Yeah.
And seeing, especially the man,
Yeah.
that like seeing someone in that state who like that actually happened to him.
I'm going to read the rest of the interpretation.
Okay.
For there are incredibly complex pieces that make up your whole.
Aww.
Rarity is beautiful, and rarity is not always unique. There will always be others just like you, so you can still find your people.
Aw, you're creepy people. That's us.
Yeah. By being rare, you deter what you don't want finding you.
Oh.
You stand untouched by those who would normally try to take you down. You go unnoticed to some, but noticed to others.
That's cool.
Oh, I just got
Ooh.
chills. Blue was always a hard color to come by in olden days, and therefore something only royalty could obtain.
Huh.
What is your uniqueness, and how can you utilize it to stand out in a sea of the same? Oh, I love that.
I love that too.
Yeah, the visual of
Yeah.
that, specifically with the blue.
Yeah.
Stand tall and proud and enjoy being something special. Oh, these mushrooms are so cute. They're really cute.
They are cute.
Is it weird to have a crush on a mushroom?
No.
They're so cute.
They're so cute. I just keep repeating what you're saying.
No, they are though. They're very like dainty. They're like fairy-like.
I don't know Jeannie well, but I feel like, did these mushrooms represent you?
I'm
Do you
gonna
like
go
the color
out on a limb and say yes.
Yes. Do you know Jeannie?
I know a few more things that the rest of you don't. Just from context, I'm going to say I feel like this resonates for me with Jeannie. I don't know. I could be wrong. Maybe I'm crazy.
Definitely the cute part, if anything.
Yeah. Exactly. I don't know.
Yeah. You'll have to let us know if blue means anything to you, if any of this resonates with you. And we will definitely send you stickers for your story, which we do for anyone who gives us a story, lets us read it, and gives us their address, because we're not that psychic.
We're not
little
trying
psychic.
to intuit that.
Yeah. We're not that psychic.
It's just too much. There's only so many hours in the day. If you want us to keep creating content, that's just not how we're going to be able to spend them.
And you can see on the altar here, we have one of the thank you cards, one of the little mini tarot envelopes that we send you with the teeny tiny card. It's so tiny, so don't lose it when you open it.
Now, I realize some of you are familiar with how tiny that I am in terms of stature. Look at that. I'm a giant.
It's a weirdo.
I'm a giant holding a tiny little tarot card.
Yeah, so I think I said earlier, I just reached in the bag and like ruffled around until I found one that was calling to me, thought about the stories or whatever happened today. So maybe we should read that interpretation. It was the
Wheel of Fortune.
Thank you, ma'am. We get that one quite frequently, I feel like. And we just always relate it back to us because we are going to be so rich so soon.
Okay. The Wheel of Fortune, it's the 10th card in the Major Arcana. Keywords: change, destiny, unexpected turn of events, good luck.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm assuming you pulled this in the upright?
It was, yeah.
Okay. Some decks depict the Wheel of Fortune with 8 spokes, a reference to the 8 pagan sabbats or holidays that mark the sun's annual passage across the sky and the ever-turning cycles of life.
And we got an 18.
We did.
Yeah, on the mushroom.
Other decks show human or mythological figures attached to the wheel, indicating we're all tied to the wheel of time and subject to life's ups and downs.
Oh, the wheel of time, though, because I was like, I'm always saying all time happens all at once. And I was saying she was going into like these time warps, time slip situations.
I didn't even think about that.
I did.
Wow. Look at you.
It's in my crazy brain.
Yeah. The Rider-Waite-Smith deck includes winged versions of astrological symbols, which represent the 4 elements, in the card's corners, suggesting the influence of divine forces. Consciously or unconsciously, you've put something in motion and you now have little or no control over the outcome. I mean, that seems accurate based on the stories.
Yeah, someone who sees dead people going into a bunch of haunted houses.
Yeah. A new phase in your life is beginning. An important decision must be made, or an upcoming circumstance will change your life. Destiny is at work, and you have to accept whatever happens. All you can do is attune yourself to the forces operating now. The Wheel of Fortune is linked to the 3 fates, collectively called the Mirai, I'm thinking.
I feel like you say it that way every time, But we don't know
because that's my best guess.
Yeah.
In Greek mythology, one spins the thread of life, the second weaves it, and the third cuts it. Thus, the Wheel of Fortune is a reminder of the mysterious cycles of life, death, and rebirth. And of the invisible forces that measure them out to each of us.
Damn.
Damn,
I feel like that
Gina.
related. She had 3 stories too.
That's true. A favorable outcome awaits you. Circumstances are changing for the better. Yeah,
Aw.
because the last story, is that not the one with the freezer? Circumstances are changing for the better because you left that dead weight behind. I'm willing to bet you lost 160 pounds or better.
Was the roast 160 pounds?
No, but I bet her ex-husband was.
Oh, I see. I was still
160
stuck on
pounds
the
or
roast.
better.
I just heard roast.
I was
again
like,
and-
160 pounds of roast? I'll be right there.
Right? How did she hold that up and the freezer door?
Yeah. Even if you aren't totally aware of what you've done to initiate the process, you've started the ball rolling, or rather, the wheel turning. Don't resist. These changes will promote growth and bring valuable learning experiences for you.
Wow.
It can be hard to stay balanced, but go with the flow and trust the process.
I feel like she's kind of doing that by just like accepting it and being like, okay, this is a thing that happens.
Yeah.
So I'm curious, like what's going to happen next. That
Well, I'll
sounds
tell
like
ya.
it's going to be good.
In a reading about money, this card heralds good fortune coming your way as a result of what you've already put into motion. Perhaps through a stroke of good luck, your finances improve. Seize opportunities that present themselves. If the reading is about your job, you may get a lucky break. Unexpected turns of events are likely, such as meeting, oh my fucking God. I skipped ahead, you guys. Okay, I'm scanning as I'm reading. I don't know how my brain does this, but it does. Accept it, get on board. Okay, this is where we are. Unexpected turns of events are likely, such as meeting people who can help you or receiving an offer out of the blue.
Weird.
I'm freaking the fuck out.
Out of the blue, like the mushrooms.
All this may appear fortuitous. It's all part of the grand plan for your life.
We did put a lot of blue behind me too, and there's blue in yours.
Yeah. I don't know. I was feeling it today, I guess, but I like to mix
Yeah.
it up and kind of keep the colors interesting and, maybe do color change.
And the
Labradorite.
Yes, thank you. I always try to say it wrong.
Yeah.
That has like blue flashes in it.
It does.
Too. Yeah.
Oh
So
my
cool.
gosh. In a reading about love, a new romance may begin or an existing relationship may improve
Your relationship with
by divorce.
Oh, I was thinking like the relationship with the ghosties.
Yeah, maybe.
I hope they improve.
Yeah. Even if you don't think you've done anything to make that happen, the time is right for this change. Enjoy it. Okay, I have an extra excerpt. The Wiccan read, the Wheel of Fortune is often linked with karma, which Wiccans describe in what's known as the Wiccan read. Bide the Wiccan law you must, in perfect love and perfect trust. 8 words the Wiccan read fulfill. And ye harm none, do what you will. What ye send forth comes back to thee, so ever mind the rule of 3.
3 stories. Okay, everyone only has to send us 3 stories at a time.
Oh my God. Wow. For it to have so many number parallels
Yeah.
with these stories when they're very disparate. Okay. Follow this with mind and heart, and marry you meet, and marry you part.
Well, that happened. She married someone and she parted.
Yeah, it's not that kind of Merry.
No, I know.
It's like Merry Christmas. To me, this is like I think of her 3 stories,
Yeah.
and I feel like it may not have felt like it was a marry you meet, but marry you part.
That's true.
Like in the
Yeah.
end, it seemed like you part ways
Yeah.
in sort of a positive way. Don't you think?
I think so. I think things are feeling positive, but
I like it.
Jeannie, you'll definitely have to let us know.
Yeah, please let us know.
I think they're positive for us too.
Just let us know that everything's okay.
Yeah.
Girl, are you okay? You good?
Yeah, I definitely.
Wow.
Well, I talked about my story today too. So that card 100% also applies to me
I think so.
and us because you're like a part of me. So
Yeah. I am actually pulling up a few names that we need to shout out.
I want to read these stickers first real quick.
Okay.
So we put little stickers on that are going out to various Patreon story peoples,
Mm-hmm.
whoever gets them. But I thought they totally related to our story today. So the one on my side says, happiness can be found even in the darkest of times, if only one remembers to turn on the light. And that is Albus Dumbledore. We were talking about Harry Potter for like a second.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm
Oh my God.
What?
Whoa, turn on the light because the lights went out in the basement. I literally didn't even think of that when I pulled that out. That's so funny. I just like grabbed the
crazy?
2 quotes and was like, I think these are late.
Okay. No, I mean, I fully understand that you picked this one with me in mind.
Yeah, and it's funny because it's like this. Okay, yeah, read it.
Okay. Okay, you guys. I'm a leader, not a follower. Unless it's dark, then you're going first. And that is a motto that I live by.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely picked that thinking about you and not the fact that she was like in the dark too.
I feel like that's a super like empathic, like feels the spook.
Yeah.
Leo thing. Like it's very specific. It's so niche. It's so like, look at me, I'm such hot shit. Unless it's scary.
Well, before we skedaddle out of here, we have a couple Patreon shout outs to do.
I mean, I think
joining.
4 is a few.
4 is a good number. And how many like free ones have we had? Like,
oh my God,
test us out, taste test us a little bit, you know?
I was blown away the other day. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
We have so many people that are like checking out
Sampling
as free
the
members.
goods.
Yeah, by the way, we will not be naming individually all of the people that are doing like the free membership and like trying it out. We just can't. It's so many names.
To hear your name come out of our beautiful lips, you have to pay. Sorry.
Yeah. Listen, time is money, and
well, let's get this going.
Yeah, I know. We got to go.
The first person who gave us money is Sheila, who subscribed at the Creepy People tier, which is $1. And she did the annual membership. So you pay it all at once. You get committed to a full year with us. Because who wouldn't want to do that?
Hello. Put a ring on it.
And it's like a little bit discounted, right?
It is. Yeah, it's a discount. Yeah.
So thank you, Sheila. Sheila sells seashells down by the seashore.
Oh,
in her she shed.
In her she shed.
I feel like we've done this.
She. Listen, you know what? It's new to us every time we sit down at these desks.
Yes.
So, if we've done it before, we have no recollection. We are goldfish, and I'm going to be honest. I have to assume that's part of our charm.
I feel like you guys are too.
Yeah.
So that's fine. You could just re-listen to every episode like a bunch of times.
Okay. So we have Caroline.
Ooh. Caroline. Like from New Girl, like Nick's ex-girlfriend, Caroline.
Totally. And like the subject of many, 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 many songs.
Sweet Caroline. Ba, ba, ba. I know it.
She is joining us at the Creepy People tier, and she too has subscribed for a whole year, all the way from across the pond.
What?
Uh-huh.
Hi.
Hey.
Sorry about the terrible accents.
I know. I spent like 3 days in London, and I was like, I'm never leaving.
But you did.
And then I did. I know. I'm a monster.
I want
It's upsetting.
Caroline to let us know how often people sing Sweet Caroline at her. because I feel like she might hate us after that.
Sorry about it. You already committed to the full year.
We do it from love.
Yeah. Also, are you across the pond still?
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
very curious because we don't get a lot of data. Okay. And I don't want to make it creepy, and we're not going to share too much with anybody else, obviously. But I want to know how you found us.
The internet.
Well, yeah, you and everybody else. Tell me more.
Yeah, let us know. Let us know.
We also have Bethany joining our ranks. She is a monthly subscriber at the Creepy People tier. Thanks, Bethany.
Hi, Bethany.
I've always kind of liked the name Bethany.
I do too.
Yeah.
I like it. I don't know. Do you go by Beth ever, or is that more like an Elizabeth thing?
Yeah, I don't know. I think if my name was Bethany, I think I would probably go by Beth.
Yeah. Oh, really? I like Bethany.
I mean, I do too, but a lot of times people shorten it up, right?
It is like 3 syllables, right?
Yeah.
I did clap in my head.
Yeah. Anyways. Bethany!
Okay. Next, we have Sue, who signed up as an annual member. Another one at the Creepy People tier. So we have a lot of creepy people who have just committed to a year with us. It's great.
I mean, yeah. I'm over here like, DJ Khaled.
Sue, what's up?
You know?
Sue,
another
Sue,
one. I don't know. Listen, there's a reason I'm not trying to make a rap career flourish.
I gotta go.
I know. She's like, I've been
out.
held hostage here all day. Goodbye, bitch.
Sue, save me. Help me out of here. Well, thank you all so much for joining our Patreon. If anyone else is interested, you can find the link to that in our link tree, which is always in the show notes. It's on our Instagram. It's everywhere.
Literally on everything.
We have a website. Just type in PNW Haunts and Homicides into Google. It'll take you to the website and to everything. Yeah,
it's literally the name of the show.
So easy.
So easy. Even a caveman could do it.
We've talked about you insulting them.
Oh, I thought you were going to be a little bit worried about like if that was like trademark infringement with.
I don't know. Maybe.
Well, I guess we'll see what happens.
If we get sued, bringing it back to Sue.
Sue? Listen, we can tie any two things together.
We are very good at connecting the invisible strings.
Yeah. Invisible indeed. Although this one, I feel like some of this was just, I'm like, listen, okay, you don't have to be woo-woo, but you got to admit.
That was kind of crazy.
You got to admit. Come on.
Well, we should get out of here before anything else crazy happens.
Crazy. I know, I think the thunder and lightning is pretty much, it's a non-event now.
Yeah, it calmed down a little bit. All the creepy stories were done, and it was like, all right, well, I guess you don't need me anymore.
Okay, bye.
Yeah. Have a creepy ass day.
See you next Tuesday. Unless I get hit by a hailstone. Oh. They were... Okay, listen, they're not that big, but like they're pretty big.
They're pretty big. They could knock you out if they hit you right in the
temple. Yeah.
Not just hat racks, we are.
No, we're sharing the same hat rack. Oh my gourd.
Well, I was going to say, we'll see you next Tuesday unless we are from the past and you're seeing us in a time slip just real quick. And then you slip back into your future and then you don't see us anymore.
Okay, great.
Does anyone else have a headache? No, I actually really do.
I feel like we should have stuck with mine. That was scary.
I liked mine.
Okay.
We'll do yours first.
Okay.
We'll end on the scary.
All right.
Should I do a trigger warning?
Oh my God. Okay, let's get you some ibuprofen, baby love. Oh my goodness.
Bye. Thank you guys.
But for real, so goodbye. Unless you're gonna do it.
Allegedly.